Pat's coming. Pat's coming.
Is that just
that's the word on the street? I don't know. I mean, it's not mine. I don't know if it's true. I just pass along what I hear.
Is the wedding true as well, or is that just
I don't think I'm getting an invite, so I don't know. I mean, if he can't afford a $500 Switch, I doubt he can afford the fucking wedding. So maybe that is work.
Cash a bar with cash sales. So I mean, I'm sure he's taking a hit. He just wants to.
You have to fix your fucking soundboard. That shit is so loud, and that stupid "Where are you, David" thing that you love. Look at that.
Hey, where are you, David?
I want to punch you in the fucking face when you make that smug smile. I fucking hate it.
You know that I'm not. That I'm not the one playing that, right?
Well, fix it. It's so fucking loud. It's so fucking annoying.
Roy Cohn Esquire goes to Bob Uecker. I'm in the front row. I knew nothing about Bob Uecker's baseball career, but I grew up with him selling Miller Lite. Was the best. So, all right. So let's focus and let's not be angry, okay? So Ralph comes from Mexico, goes to see Scarlett, which nobody really thought was actually going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Then they did streams together, and then apparently she was under a desk at some point or a chair, correct? There was some stream with that, doing the ricada. And so there was that, and then the shitty hotel room with the loud air conditioning, and then him getting arrested, right?
You're on it. Yeah, I don't know about her under the chair. I just saw, the 1 7-minute clip of them having an argument, or him threatening her, or her saying "Don't hit me" or some shit like that, and she was saying he was going to dox her friends or some shit. I mean, it was just they're both scumbags, right? I mean, he hasn't ever met his daughter. He doesn't see his son, but he flies to see this fucking whore. I mean, he's just a piece of shit too. So they deserve each other. So, I mean, the most we can hope for is murder-suicide, right? I mean, that would be interesting.
Yeah, I'm not into that, but I wouldn't. It would be funny to see them both locked up in mental facilities. But what do you call it? The somebody said it on here. Oh, let's pop back to MGD. That's not actually MGD is so funny. She has me using her pronouns out of respect. Declinos, imagine not using someone's correct pronouns. I think that's the question. The question is which pronouns are correct. So there you go. I do it out of respect, but it doesn't really change what I believe, Zero it's just weird to me that if you were Scarlett and you were trying to make a couple of bucks, that's the direction that you would head. But then again, I guess she's made several bad choices.
You think the softball-sized black cock she's taken in all of her holes? You think on camera were those good decisions?
You seem to have an issue with black cock as opposed to anything else.
No, that's what she's known for. That was her biggest production company, I guess I could say, right?
If she were taking white men cocks,
it'd be better. Yes, it'd be better. Yes.
Why? What difference does it make?
Stick with your own kind. Like 99.9% of every being on this planet.
And you wonder why the planet is so fucked up. If we were all intermingling and interracialing and whatnot.
Yeah, diversity is our greatest strength. Are you going to sell me that shit? How'd that work out?
Well,
how'd that work out?
You'd lose a lot. You'd lose a lot of this sort of sectarian hate that goes on, or
right,
ethnocentrism kind of stuff.
Right. Communities usually get better the browner they get. Is that what you're trying to tell me? That's what you're trying to sell me? Okay.
Hey, I can assure you that communities that I know have gotten a lot better because of that.
No, you don't. You don't. You don't. That's a flat out lie. Flat out lie.
See some of these fucking, like in Queens or in New York. I mean, some of these neighborhoods were like, they look like Dresden in World War II, and now they've got like Muslim communities, and they look great. The Jews do it. You know, it's just.
I'm sure. Yeah, the Jews definitely do it. Yeah, right.
But here's
That's a whole different conversation.
Right, but this is like when you read, about like the history of New York. This was the same shit that you're saying about these people. It's the same shit that was said about like the Italians, So who knows? I'm gonna try to read this.
Okay.
I am against message. So
I look forward to not watching it.
Good. Well, you don't like Luigi Greenberg anyway.
No, I don't. Any man that uses a filter is gay. It's just ridiculous. Either cam up or don't.
Okay.
It's just stupid. As dumb as this universe is, it's the dumbest thing. Especially his. He's extremely
smart.
gay.
He's a good guy, and it's his choice. Like, if you don't like the
100%.
filter, you don't watch it. But you don't have to dislike the guy because of the filter.
I can do whatever the fuck I want. Yeah. So. I'm not saying he can't. He clearly can do whatever the fuck he wants. I'm just thinking it's weak.
I know. You seem like very angry. Like you get angry about it, as opposed to me. Like, what do I care?
Okay.
And it's like the dude's an attorney. I
don't give a shit. We've done this. Who cares if you're an attorney? Who cares? So what?
Yeah.
You do the stupid billboards or bus seat sign, advertisements. You're okay with doing that shit. So, is it a work like these fake fights that Scarlett is mysteriously always getting clips of and putting them on Twitter, and then they're back together 12 hours later and everything's fine? And again, even after this MLC appearance, there's like a 3 or 4 second clip that looks like Ethan is approaching her and she's saying, "Stop it, stop it, stop it," or something like that. So, I mean, they were just on MLC where she was hanging all over him and sitting in his lap and being the little horse spider monkey that she is. So everything was fine, a couple hours ago. So is it a work? Are they pretending to have these fights? I have no idea. That's the only thing I'm curious about. But I don't think they're smart enough or sober enough to execute it.
Yeah. I look, there are a million other reasons, but if there were one reason that, one of the many reasons that stands out to me, and stands out big with her, is I would expect you're going to wind up in jail if you're dating her. Sooner or later, you're going to wind up in jail. Because either she's going to do something that gets you into a fight or whatever, or she's going to say you hit her. It sounds like she just seems like just a fucking nut. So this is a question that I've had for quite a while about all this, right? And it goes back to Ski Mask. Are we, when we make light of these people and we put them on streams and we do all this stuff, are we enabling them, or are we just as bad as they are?
Yes to both questions.
Yeah, because that's the part, like with Ski Mask, it felt dirty to me to be doing stuff with him, and I just felt like we were encouraging more and more of his shit behavior.
Yeah, nobody's forcing them to go on cam, so they can do what they want. I mean, I think we all know how this Scarlett story is going to end, and rather quickly. And she'll be forgotten about the week after she's dead. So.
Wow. All right. So we did Ralph and Scarlett.
Good. Let's go.
Look, he came across as a guy that it appeared that the world was against him, and he was kind of trying to make his way. And I don't think it took too long for people to realize, no, he's in the situation he is in because he put himself there.
Right.
It doesn't matter that he's from a small town. It doesn't matter any of that stuff. He's just an idiot. And he makes up stories that make no sense. Like, oh, I got thrown out of high school because an English teacher talked bad about women. and I had to take care of that.
Yeah, I mean, this whole same with Stuttering John. Everyone is a victim. Even I'll put Canoe on there. Like when everyone fucking hates you, you have to look in the mirror. Like it can't be everyone else. It's not the whole world is against you, especially from these fucking adult men. Yeah, there's a reason everyone hates you, John, including your kids. Yeah, it's not just some grand conspiracy. So, same with Canoe when she says, I was nothing but nice to this person, and they all turn on her. I mean, okay, at some point, you must have done something. And Carmix falls in that same category.
Yeah, well, Keanu's with Gino, so anything.
And I like Keanu. I mean, I supported her way before this whole turn, where now I guess she has more friends now that she's turned on John, obviously. But no, I support her, but the criticism still is valid. Right? She does say, I was nothing but nice to whoever. Scarlett, MJ, Ashley, Carl, Kevin. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. That phrase that she used. So.
Yeah, and she was on, when I was on with her the other night, she was like, I trigger people. And I'm like, what does that mean? It's like, you don't trigger people. In the traditional sense of triggering people. You annoy people. Very different things. But I enjoyed goofing her a little bit, asking about why don't they just ask Anthony with the striking thing, right? He's encouraging John, and you're 100% right in striking John. He is encouraging people to strike and everything else. Lifeforms has been using mucho clips of Schmuel talk, and so I'm going to leave it up to the chat, not tonight. I'm going to actually formally do it, and on my next show I will launch the poll, and then once we launch it on here, I'll put it up on Twitter, and I'll go 3 shows. I don't know if there'll be 3 consecutive shows, but I'm going to let the chat decide. Considering their striking, encouraging, or Dan is encouraging striking. Dan uses a lot of my content. I'm going to ask my chat to decide whether or not I should strike those. I mean, if it's
can you strike a
good
show
for the goose, is it good for the gander? Huh?
And I'm not familiar with YouTube's rules, but can you strike a show if it's behind a paywall?
What
Still?
paywall?
Because I think, or a membership, like if it's a members only show, like if I can't, like I'm not a member to Dan's.
Yeah, you can't use my content to make profit without my permission.
I thought you had.
Doesn't matter whether it's behind the paywall or not.
Okay, I didn't know. Calm the fuck down. I don't know. I'm asking a question because I thought they usually put that stuff behind the membership wall or the paywall.
The stuff that the clips and shit that they've been doing, the clips and shit that they've been doing of Final Boss and stuff. None of those are behind a paywall, and I don't want to do it. I am not going to do it. I'm not planning on striking anyone.
Who struck Doom? I heard Doom got a strike. If
you're out encouraging people to strike other channels, and you're calling people content thieves, and you do that yourself, should there be consequences? The whole thing is going to give us choices, which is, one of them is going to be to do nothing, another one is strike, and a third may be to tell them to, if they use the content, they could be subject to a strike.
Okay, but don't do it for 3 episodes. That's crazy. Do 1 episode. I mean, this is not this trilogy that you want.
It's not a trilogy. I just want to make sure that I don't get one night where people who either like or hate the guy flood the show. So we'll do it over 3 shows.
You have the same viewers every night or every time you do an episode. Okay.
Is there anything that I do that's right, Panhandler? I mean, apparently not, right? Nothing that I have ever suggested have you said, oh yeah, that's a good idea.
I think, well, it's not really related to streaming, but if your net worth is 14 million, then you've done something right. And I'm envious.
My net worth is not 14 million. It's not even close.
More?
Yeah, sure. You've seen me. I wear shit clothes from Macy's.
So did Steve Jobs. So does Mark Zuckerberg.
I'm like a, what do you call it? I think you should consult with Ray, Schmuel.
That's a good idea. That's a good idea.
No, look, I'm just doing it because I think it's hilarious that somebody's out there talking that shit, and somebody will be encouraged. John, say what you will about him, he's got some really fucking strange people that are fans of his and follow his, and they'll think that's like some secret message to start to move forward. So, fuck him.
But then if you get involved in this game, they're gonna come strike you, right? I mean, that's how this whole thing works.
What are they going to strike me for, Panhandler?
If you ever figure out how to play a clip, which sometimes you do.
I know how to play clips. It just
right.
Most of it is we're choosing not to do it.
Goodbye. Your clipping of my show sucks dick.
Without Dave, I wouldn't be here.
Well, now we know who to blame.
If you enjoyed this clip, you can thank the ultimate life form by using the super tip link in the description. Do it or don't.
Final boss. That's right, final boss. I love final boss.
I'm doing fine. How are you?